the change companies has so much to offer to communities, aging communities. We've been in the business for 33 years of helping people make positive life change. I don't know whether there's a better time to look at life behavior change than when you're in your 70s and 80s. If you don't shift a bit from where you've been the matriarch or the patriarch of your families, you've worked hard in a corporation, there's all kinds of things that keep you so very busy. And then you reach this part of your life. So I think we have this huge opportunity to serve communities that deal with the aging population. And so much of that has to do with reflective writing. It has to do with how do you make changes in your day-to-day life, simple little changes that will make it more joyful. I had so much fun with a small group I met with maybe a year ago, just talking about what makes you happy. Where does the happiness come from? And then that very closely aligns with where's the meaning in your life. I think joy and meaning are much more closely aligned than what people think. I think based on our years working with all kinds of populations in behavior change allows us to provide a wonderful service to those communities. Actually, for 50 years, I always start with mission. I always start with, from a business point of view, looking at how can I serve, how can I do well, but how can I maintain a successful business? And so mission is huge. So the starting point for me in looking at working with an older population is mission-driven. What can we do to serve them? If we do a great job in bringing joy and meaning to their lives at a higher level than they currently have, one of the beautiful things, I've visited a number of centers now that deal with an older population. I think that they do a great job overall. I think there are caring, loving people working there. What I think the change companies can do is bring a little bit more of the research-based nature of how people truly change and how that makes them happier and bring more meaning to their life. What I think we can bring to the table is not anything that's brand new and, oh boy, you've never seen this before. I think, again, we bring the research behind behavior change. We bring the idea that is the love of my life, to be honest, of story form. I think everyone has such an important story to tell. And it's like, where have you been? What have you done? What's the neat stuff in your life? Where have your challenges been? And then you take that and you place that right on top of, this is where I am now. And then I think that's a wonderful guide to where it is you want to go. Where you want to go tomorrow, where you want to go 5 years from now. I don't think there's another organization in the world that has had that kind of focus. I think we're looking at taking the research-based nature of behavior change, the love of storytelling, and just really sharing how important that is, not only for the individual, but for the world. They have a special story to tell. We're going to allow them, we're going to show them how they can do that in a meaningful way for them. So I think we're bringing something that will be very complementary to the wonderful work that's going on now at most of the sites that I've been to.